to my home I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, did you ever see with a down by the bay, where watermelons grow, to my home I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, did you ever see jump on a scale? Down by the bay. I thought it was going to be, do you ever see the kids dance like they had ants in their pants? Down by the bay, jumping up and down like you got ants in your pants. Jump as high as you can, ready? Why you want to jump around that way? Why you want to jump on a hot summer day? Why you want to jump around that way? Say, hey, cool it. You can say, hey. Then say, cool it. Ready, twirl around. Why you want to twirl around that way? Why you want to twirl on a hot summer day? Why you want to twirl around that way? Say, hey. Say, cool it. Hey. Cool it. Ready? Who can shake like they're made out of jello? Why you want to shake around that way? Why you want to shake on a hot summer day? Why you want to shake around that way? Say, hey. Say, cool it. Hey. Cool it. Pretend you're just relaxing in the shade. Maybe you could take a dip in the swimming pool. Or maybe you could lay in the shade and that way you keep cool. Jumping like you got springs on the bottom of your feet. Well, why you want to jump around that way? Why you want to jump on a hot summer day? Why you want to jump around that way? Say, hey. Cool it. Say it now. Say, hey. Cool it. One more time. Say, hey. Cool it. Big round of applause for our band, Zachary, Nicole, and Neil. They did a great job. Thank you. Good job. Sometimes you go buzz, 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 buzz. All the moms and dads say buzz, 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 buzz. All the kids say it. Buzz, 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 buzz. All together say it. Buzz, 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 buzz. Just the girls say it. Buzz, 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 buzz. Just the boys. Let's hear your boys. Buzz, 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 buzz. Just the guitar. All together say buzz, 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 buzz. You got it? So I like summer when the sun's up. Oh, you gotta yell it. I like summer when the sun's up. Oh, everything about it except the big black flies. Say buzz, 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 buzz. Say it again. Buzz, 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 buzz. Say I like ice cream. Say, I like pie. Say, I like parades. On the 4th of July, on the 4th of July. And I like summer when the sun's up. Oh, everything about it except the big black. Say, buzz, 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 buzz. Say, I like ice cream. Say, I like pie. Say, I like fireworks. Say, they make me cry. Ready? Well, I like summer when the sun's up. Oh, everything about it except the big black tub. Say, buzz, 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 buzz. A little bit louder. Buzz, 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 buzz. A little bit louder. Buzz, 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 buzz. A little bit louder. Oh, buzz, 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 buzz. Really loud now. Buzz, 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 buzz. Say, shoot, fly, don't bother me. Shoot, fly, don't bother me. Shoot, fly, don't bother me. I belong to somebody. Oh, I belong to somebody. Uh-oh. You know who doesn't belong to anybody?
You would recommend it.
So you'll get like backed up sometimes. I tried. Another one from there, but we're going to cut some more. Brenda. I don't remember. Getting in the way there?
No, nobody's in the way.
When the kids they shout hooray, hooray. When the kids get on the train. Oh, when the kids get on the train.
Kathy, what's this for?
Yes, this is, I'm Kathy Gell, and I designed these two items for different causes in Dighton. We have the Christmas quilt, and this is 100-inch by 100-inch. It's for new lights for the Christmas tree. And the lights are all antiquated, and we do need new lights. So this is what this quilt is, where you have a raffle, and you can get tickets at the town hall for the Herbeck, and they're $1.
This is an ongoing raffle then.
Ongoing, yes. The drawing date is November 27th, and this is when our next Christmas event will be. The lighting of the Christmas tree and Santa Claus sometime. Sorry, this is the middle of the summer, but we're talking about Christmas already. And also, this is for our little old schoolhouse. We did have 14 one-room schoolhouses, and we have one-room schoolhouse left. And this is, I designed this, and this is another raffle, $1. A chance, and if Ed can swing around, he can catch the old schoolhouse.
And the schoolhouse is right across the street.
Across the street.
Yeah, do they have any ones over there? That looks like change. Do you have any chat right up there? 20? Another 10.
Worker Bob.
That's my cheesecake.
That's right. Oh, yes. You might smile nice.
No, I can't smile. I never smile.
Oh, look at this. Get behind. There you are. He is a good
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you to the Dighton Strawberry Festival. Once again, I'd like you to be aware of the fact that you're listening to some Dixieland jazz by Power Drum this afternoon. In a very short period of time, I introduce the Dighton Hobart Strawberry Festival Queen. The Dighton Strawberry Festival Queen. That's coming up in a very short period of time.
Notes and everything.
Hey, Kristen. That was my sister who was painting your face.
Let me swim. Put him back. Huh? Gotta hit it like that.
I'm gonna try it one time.
Millionaire Court.
Queen Crimson and Princess Short Cake.
Could you tilt your head so we can see the crown? Lovely crown.
That's pure rubies that crown's made out of. Ruby strawberry.
Very nice.
We are at the North Dighton Post Office.
Just enforce it a little bit, or just start watching it. We've got 2 entrances in and out, and we're asking that they don't use through traffic. We had to carry everything in by hand. We facilitated all this building, and we're going to name this building the Joe Coelho Memorial because we barricaded our old building last February. R&F driver went back into that corner of the building and knocked the building a little out of whack. Yeah, and he says it was raises to get to the top of the tailgate of the trucks that back in. This ramp here will accept any truck, regardless of wheel size and wheelbase. This is all hydraulic. It's all made with safety chains, so nothing to roll off. And the door, of course, is electrical. And the garage door opener. And of course, it also can be operated manually. In the other office, we used to have to carry everything in by hand. Everybody used to pitch in. We'd have to stop everything we were doing and carry everything in. Now, everything rolls off in carts, and there are some hand trucks and those hampers behind you. And we also have what they call silver bullets. They're GPMCs, General Mail Processing carts that are all metal, that everything comes in. They're all safety, all chained up. Tracking system for our express mail. We get it in, we scan it with our scanner. With the arrival time, the delivery time, and then it's all by its own independent phone system, and it's all shipped. That's information is all sent out to Texas into our center, and you can access we have an 800 number. If you're missing a piece of express mail, you can call that 800 number. They'll tell you exactly where that piece is. Federal Express is not the only one that uses it. We've been using it for years. Up in here, we process all of our bulk mailings. In the old office, we were very cramped on space, so what we decided when we built this, that we were going to have this whole area here for incoming and outgoing mail. So we get all of our bulk mailings, and they're all weighed by our clerk on the scale and entered, and we got a computer for them to enter it in, all their financial details into the computer. And it's all run by a special disk that keeps track of the accountability of the office, how much we take in, how much we put out, and we have to account for every night. Now this computer right now is armed with all of today's business, and during the course of the night we get a phone call on that line, and it downloads all the information of the business on this office, and it goes out throughout the country. Express mail, how much we had in postage sales, all kinds of information service. Over in here we have the flat case where we sort all of our flat buckets, all of our magazines and newspapers and things like that. We have it broken down so 2 people can work. It's a mirror case, what we call, half and half. It's both the same, so 2 people can sort there. And then we had to increase our capability on our distribution cases, so we made sure that we got enough capability to handle it. Not to say we're going to sell the whole 1,100 PO boxes, but in case we do, we have the capability to come in and sort the mail for the sections. We have all the sections listed by number, and we just go around and we sort them. Presently, because we didn't want to inconvenience any of the customers that we had in the box section, there was only 4 people inconvenienced. We left everybody with the same PO box. Excuse me. Cases. And our town has grown so much that we're going to be making some adjustments and creating a new route. The carriers have been working many hours, some of them 10, 11 hours a day, so we're going to adjust the route so that everybody can get their mail a little earlier and the carriers won't be so taxed. They put all their mail up. You'll see there's mail in the case already. In the afternoon when they come back, they put all the whatever they have into the case. They work the letter size first thing in the morning. They'll tie it out, then they'll put all their magazines and newspapers in, tie it all out with their parcel post, and they'll load it on their vehicles or their trucks here, and they'll go out. We've experimented with several different things. One of them is the nutting truck that Tony likes to use because he was very used to it in another position that he had. Lucille and Toots are both using the hamper because it's a lot easier for them. With a kickstand, you can take any kind of configuration. Right now, we put flats in them, and so the carriers can come over and just take their flats out of them and work it. That way you don't have to keep bending over to get buckets to work out of. All the mail that goes to the carriers that doesn't belong to them, or it might be a P.O. box customer, it'll go into the case, the clerks will get it and distribute it to the right location. In the old office, it was just a handoff. In our business, we're judged by how much mail we handle. Our phone system isn't in yet. We're going to have an elaborate phone system into the public communications out of Virginia, where it'll be an intercom system, ringovers. They ask me if I wanted music, things like that. Insulated. The only thing is with the windows, you can hear the sounds outside, which is good. I like the sounds. You're sitting there and you can hear the truck show up at 7 o'clock. You know, starting next Wednesday, if you'd like one, the people that haven't come in by Wednesday, they're going to be open to the general public for a few days. The remainder of them, there's going to go to another office nearby that has that type that they're going to use for parts to fix the old boxes that they have. So that's why we had to limit it to a short period of time. They're all brass, they're nice and heavy. I don't know if you ever felt them. You might want to pass one around those. And they make a beautiful bank cover. If you want to build a bank, that's what they use them for. It's called what they call pop lock. They're all assigned their own pop lock. And they take their cash drawer, they pop it into the drawer. Their lock will go in here. They all have their own lock. They'll be able to lock it up while they're on duty. We have what we call our IRTs, our integrated retail system, at both window stations. So if there's ever a need at the holiday seasons or peak seasons, we can service two lines at one time, where in the other place we used to have to use the postmaster's door, and it was kind of inconvenient. These units here go for $4,000 a piece, each of them. And they're really well built, all metal, and they've got all fastened together to the wall. They got power in them all along the base. They give us the opportunity to have all of our supplies and forms available, our products that we provide, priority and express mail rate available. Along the back here, what you're looking at is something new. We're only the second one in the area to have. Standing behind, right here behind Frank, is what we call our accountable cabinet. We keep that locked. The general delivery customers and some other things go in there. We don't keep anything of value in there, but we do have a lock on it, so if someone wanted to lock something up during the course of the day, they could. The one with the double doors is open on both sides, so all of our customers who have notified mail and have to come into the window, whether you're on the route or out of the P.O. box, the clerk comes behind and puts the mail in. So when the guy at the window has to get it, just opens the doors, gets your package or your mail from there. This one here is a tub and tray rack. Now, because we're into automation, we have to break down our mail in two different separations. We put all of our uncanceled letters in this tray, in this tub here, which is a white bucket. We put all of our flats in this tub. When they leave here, they go to Providence. They're worked in a big sorter for the letter size, and the flats go directly to the flat sorting machines where the guys key in one piece at a time is going in front of them. Up on top we have what we call our OCR, or our machinable mail, and that's anything that comes with a barcode or typewritten without any window. All goes in there, goes into Providence. It's all sorted at 10,000 pieces an hour on the machines.
Until they get shredded.
Yeah, and they get shredded. all our non-machinable stuff. If you see things that come through with the little glassine envelopes, or some of the stuff that you see come through from print, Publishers Clearinghouse with all the writing all over it, those are non-machinable. Because our computers will pick up a flat surface, bare, with nothing else around it. So that's why we send non-machinable and machinable. And then we have all our pipe racks. We're in here where we have our sacks hanging, anything that comes in like film, small packages, express mail and priority mail goes into its separate sack by zip code. And it doesn't even get open. Our express mail, everybody wonders how it works. You come across the window and you give us a piece of express mail for California. That piece of express mail goes all alone in one sack. We put a tag on it, directly related to where the zip code is, and it goes to California directly. It gets into Providence, they look at it, they say this is going to California, they put it on the truck. It all goes into Indianapolis, Indiana. That night, Indianapolis will then transfer all of our express mail right out in the same sack that we sent it out in, right to California. So all that stuff just goes. Just read labels. Our priorities broken down by zips. Like in this area, we're 000 to 149. And we throw all of that in that area. And it all goes into what we call a hub and spoke operation. And they break it all down, and all that mail gets sorted in the Worcester area and then transported all through New England, on most of it overnight, some of it 2 days. The girls can't see that high. Or some information, and rather than tie up the clerk at the window, we can deal with them right here at the side door. This is what they call the postmaster door. But the office was moved so far on. In the new plans, the postmaster's office is kitty corner on that side of the building with a postmaster door, something like this. Now our P.O. boxes are numbered from 1 to 1132, all consecutively. And in the other office, you remember we had 1 in one section, we had the 500s in another, and the 600s in another, and we'd jump across back over the room to the 400s because all they did was just keep adding on. No, they're not all active. We've got plenty, yeah. We've got about a little over 300 rented right now. We're almost back up to where we were. These here are, because they can't make them fast enough, we figure that about 70% of all stamps sold in America next year will be self-stick in books. We're going to put small books in here, $3.20, so if someone comes in, they don't want to wait in line, they can put a $5 bill in here, get a small book of stamps and change. We have our mail drops here, our local mail. You'll notice that we didn't put North Dighton or Dighton on it because people are forever putting Taunton, Dighton, Raynham in that slot. Anything that you want for a local postmark should go in local mail. So if you're sending someone a card and you want it postmarked right here, that's where it should go. Our out-of-town letter drop, and of course our other drops for small packages and flats. Anything that's too big can come right up to the window. Someone with a wheelchair can pull right up there. We have pens at it, the zip code books. All the forms are right here behind me in the racks, so they don't have to go too far. And the door's all open so the handicapped can get in and out very easily.
Why you only on film?
Make it a green key.
At least he didn't lock himself out, Bill.
To serve customers on both sides, we put the service desk back against the wall, so if anyone wanted to write there, they could, away from the window. We have a display case for our philatelics, and we also have another display case that we can put other postal products in. The bulletin boards in here will be strictly postal. As you can see, we have a monitor, so you can see what kind of transaction we're putting on it. We just updated it yesterday. It's kind of threw us for a loop. I was looking for 40 cents in my accountability, and it drove me crazy, and they didn't tell us that the whole thing rolls cash carried over into cents. And there's the 40 cents sitting right in front of me, never knew it. Scale can be put on, slid right onto the scale. Takes up to 70 pounds. Right now we're still contemplating whether we want to put Venetian blinds or some type of covering on the windows. We're so used to working in a dungeon and with all the sunshine, we're kind of adoring it. Now look at how beautiful this plant is doing. It's artificial. Handicap parking, like I said, is on this side. We have steps in the front. And if you know anyone that's handicapped that hadn't been able to do any business with us, we encourage them to come down, because I've already interviewed one fellow that comes over from Taunton on crutches, and he told us that this was the best thing that happened since ice cream. They had old equipment.
Now. We bought it from the community church or the Unitarian church. It was built in 1889, and it was built like the Rock of Gibraltar. Now it had become a little rundown. We replaced the walls here, we replaced the lights, we scraped the ceiling and painted them. We put in fans, and put in the two chandeliers, the one here and the one in the entrance. We've already had one affair here, which was our ham and bean supper at the end of April. And now we finished downstairs where we will go in a second. And the women did the draperies and also were responsible for the kitchen. And the kitchen is, we have commercial stove and commercial sink. We have a great big iron. We replaced the ceiling. We painted the walls, we replaced the flooring, and it's tile floor. We had this made, a nice big island, 8x4 for the women. We've got a commercial sink, a commercial stove, second-hand. That was expensive, but second-hand, you can just imagine what it would cost first-hand. That was donated, the microwave, we have 2 refrigerators donated, and all of the work in here was done by our men, the men of the parish, as in the hall and downstairs. It could never have been done without the cooperation of volunteers from the parish, most of whom were retired, professional people and people in the trades who did everything except a few things, like putting up the walls and putting up the walls downstairs, because we put the studding in, and painting it, because we didn't have the time to do it in order to open up next Sunday. It's a thing. I didn't change anything. We just cleaned it and re-stained it and re-polished it. But it's good because there's a pass-through there into the become our library next year. We have done nothing to this part. What we have done is put 5 classrooms and an office and 2 storage rooms, plus a new furnace room with a brand new furnace. So that's what's been done down here. This used to be a dirt floor. The first thing we did was pour the concrete, and then our men got together, put up all the studding, and we had it finished by professional people who put up the wall board and painted it the first coat, and we had 2 more coats put on. It's like the Rock of Gibraltar, really. It is solid. One point to the other, all the way up to the attic. So we have, therefore, potential for 6 classrooms, a great big library, conference room, and we'll be able to use it. The parish will be able to use it for anything that they want. The classrooms have been set up like this. Everything is pure white, very bright. This is the only room without a window, but they're set up for classes for our CCD program. And, the lights were all donated by one of our men. Most of the stuff here has been donated. and that's the only reason we could do it. We have smoke signals in every room. We have an intercom in every room, and lights. Something to heat, but it will be worth it if our children have the wherewithal to learn their faith and their religion. The lights, because the ones I ordered did not come in time, so we just leave this here, but there will be lights all along the middle of this. This is the office for the directress. Otherwise, all the other rooms are the same, but she has her duplicating machine here, and she will also have her computer here. So everything will be put on the computer. There's the center for calling one or all of the rooms, and they can call back into here. We have a telephone here, which is measured service because we will be getting a lot of calls in, but we will not be calling out much from here. You know, going up to the front, you can see the front.
Okay. Did Lauren run upstairs already? What do you call it?
Because they're thick and they have insulation. The air in between insulates.
Good job.
The best of materials, in order that it will endure, like the building will have a nice chandelier here. We replaced the ceiling and the walls, painted. We stripped down all the doors and stained some, but put poly on all of them. You just have to do the outside doors. This, we matched all the other, because this came originally from the VFW hall in North Dighton, which they had ripped out a couple of years ago, and one of our men had it at home. So he gave it to us, and it just matched everything else. Because I could watch
So far we got central air,
Oh, yes. Yes.
My husband.